guys, welcome back. So I just thought I'll just come on here and do a quick grocery haul. So I just picked up a few groceries just to get me started for the week. I have an interesting video. There's a few things that I needed to incorporate in my diet this week, especially for this experiment. So I've been trying to increase my protein in my diet. To date, it's been a complete fail. I'm still struggling to eat more than one meal. And when I do have it, it still tends to be more carb heavy. So I'm going to try and experiment and try and switch things up and change things up this week, being more intentional in my planning, but we're going to see. So I'm just going to show you the things that I just needed to grab. So I am still on my low bite challenge. That hasn't changed. But the things that I didn't have in my freezer meats-wise is fish. I said this before. So I just picked up a few. So I got a couple of bags. And let's go through it. So my squashes for the week. So I'm noticing that I'm going through a lot, especially when I am trying to increase my fluid intake. I am still not there yet with just drinking water. That's something that we're going to be working on again, but I'm going to be introducing one thing at a time, so I'm not going to force it. So I got 1, 2, 3 of the apple. And then I got 1, 2, and 3 of the orange. Hopefully I'm not gonna go through all of them in the week. I also got Ribena because I'm really enjoying this for my protein shakes and my collagen powder as well. So I am using this one just for that. And then food-wise, I got 2 whole cucumbers, and for the main reason why I actually went to the store was tuna. I love tuna. It's very easy, you guys. It's high in protein as well and low calories. So I got the ones in spring water and in brine. And these ones are 102 grams. And I got 4. A pack of 4. So 102 grams will give you 110 calories. So that's a no-brainer. So I'm going to be using that in my meals this week. So I got 8 of these. And then I also usually have mackerel. But this time round, instead of getting the one that you'd actually put in the oven to warm up, I got the canned ones. So this one is in spring water, this one is in brine. Again, protein so these are 88 grams when they are drained. And per 100 grams, you get 21.1 grams of protein. I mean, you guys, if I can manage to do this really well, I think I'm gonna be on the right track in terms of my protein, because these, as well as my protein shake, I'm hopeful. The protein content for the tuna, per 100 grams, you get 24.9 grams. You guys, 24 in just the one. I mean, I could try and push to have maybe 2. That would be great. If I could try and have 2, if I can have 2 of these, that's 40 grams of protein. And then snacking on, I am hopeful. I also picked up 2 boxes of paracetamol. This is every time I go into the store, I always pick this up. I cannot tolerate pain. When that time of the month comes around, lifesaver. And then I picked up some Andes because I just needed to stock up pretty much. And my favorite ones are the high leg ones that look like so. that's it. I'm so excited about making this video this week, so I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it too. So stay tuned. Hey guys, so this is what lunch is going to look like. So I'm going to have a wrap, and in my wrap, so these are the wraps that I use, and these are the macros. So 177 calories for one, so not too bad. And then for my filling, so I have half an avocado, 2 boiled eggs. You can tell that I do love my cucumber. I have half a tomato as well. And then for my protein sources, I have a Russian sausage, half, and a can of tuna, which is that one in spring water. And that is my salad dressing. I mean, that's my dressing of choice. I'm just gonna mix that all up together, and then I'm gonna show you once it's plated. Oh yeah, and some raisins, of course. Right, let's get everything in. This makes a huge amount actually, but I know what my appetite is like. My eyes are greedier than my stomach, but it's actually not too much in terms of calories, given that it's going to be the main thing that I'm eating today. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And then add my mayonnaise. I'm just going to chase that to make sure all the flavors blend in nicely. A touch more salt. Right, I'm gonna warm up my wrap now and then assemble. So I have put my wrap in the microwave for 30 seconds and I'm just gonna load it up now. Wraps can actually be quite messy, so I'm not gonna put too much on here. I'm just gonna leave the rest on the side and just have it on the side as a regular salad. I'm just gonna put that in a little side plate on the side. But there we have it, guys. Pretty filling, some good carbs, quite a lot of protein, and of course my huge mug of tea. Hi guys, so welcome to day 2 of me trying to do this high protein challenge. So I'm really inspired and in good spirits because of yesterday's meal, even though I failed to have a second one. But I think just the one that I did have, it was quite a lot of protein compared to what I normally have. So I'm gonna pretty much just recreate the same meal. So this is the beauty about my eating habits. If I like something, I stick to it. If it works, I stick to it. But also it means then that I don't have to be planning, you know, a million meal ideas. If it works, then I'm just going to do it. So yeah, come with me, we're going to recreate it. Hopefully today I will be able to have a second one, but I think what I might do is actually prepare a little bit more so I actually have it ready, because that's the thing that failed me yesterday. I just couldn't be asked to make a second one, if I'm being honest. But anyway, let's get cracking. So I'm going to do half a tomato. I like to keep the flesh in so that it softens the tuna, because that can be quite dry. So I've just got some tuna and I'm just going to drain that out. So I'm going to do 2 boiled eggs. Chop them up in there. Boiled eggs, or eggs in general, are another of my favorite easy meal ideas. And then I've got 2 cans of tuna. I'm not sure if I'm just being ambitious here with having the 2 cans, because I know how filling that is. But we'll experiment, right? And then just adjust as we go. Yeah, that's definitely a lot. I think what I might actually try to do for next time might be to have less veggies. I don't know, a bit of salt. Raisins. And my favorite mayonnaise. All right, let's mix that up. Right, so I've just warmed up my wrap. I've just taken it out the microwave and I'm just gonna load it up now. I try and make sure that I get every single ingredient so that every bite has a little bit of everything. Yeah, just like I suspected, this is a lot. So I'm just gonna put the rest in here. After I finish the wrap, if I do manage to have a little bit more of just the mix on its own, then I'll try and eat as much as I can, but I doubt I'll be able to do that in just the one sitting, so I might leave that for later and have that later on in the evening in another wrap. Do you know, in fact, that's actually what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to wrap this up. Put that on the side a second. So I'm just going to wrap this up and save it for later. At least it's made. It's good and ready. Just the right amount. And then I can have this and with my nice cup of tea. I'm still glad, however, that I'm still able to have this, because with the 2 cans of tuna, we're looking at 48 grams. Well, for the both, obviously. And I still think, and then obviously the boiled eggs, but I still think it's more than I was having in my other meals. So if I manage to have the 2 today, perfect. Hi guys, so welcome to day 3 of this challenge. I have to say, just a quick recap. Yesterday's meal, it was really good. I enjoyed it. And I think it's just confirming what I've always known about myself, really. If I like something, I just stick to it and I don't get tired of eating the same thing over and over. But also, if you are meal prepping, it makes it so much easier because you just have the same ingredients and you just make the same thing over and over. It's a no-brainer. It doesn't take as long to make. Even like when it comes to planning, it's just one meal that is split over, quite a few days throughout the week. But also, I've just realized that if you are buying, say, fresh produce, fruits and veggies, to do meals for just the one person, like I do for myself, you can't help but then have to repeat using the same ingredients, because otherwise they're just going to go bad if you wait like so many days in between. So that works for me. So today I've realized what I did with yesterday's meal. I made too much that I wasn't able to finish in one sitting, and because it was a salad base with a dressing, when you leave it over several hours and then eat it much later, I mean, it's still nice because the flavors blend in really nicely, but also it makes it a little bit soggy because it will be sitting in that for quite a while. So that's what I just remembered. So I'm going to try and make less that I can only just have in one sitting. I'm gonna try, and then let's see. So today I'm just gonna switch things up a little bit and use mackerel. So I like the idea that I used 2 cans of tuna yesterday, because then that's higher in protein, because one is about 24 grams, so 2 would be 48. I mean, that's perfect. I just need to try and have more servings per day. But bearing in mind that I'm also having like my protein shake as well, which is, and because I have more than 1 scoop, of which 1 scoop is about 24 grams, so it's even better. But obviously I want to try and have my protein in actual food as opposed to supplements. So I'm going to have mackerel and tuna today. And that's because mackerel is quite strong flavor wise. So I don't want it to be too overpowering. So I'm just going to mix the two, see how I feel. If I don't like the combination so much, then I wouldn't have wasted too much. But I know I'm going to like it because, I mean, separately I do like them, but I've never tried them both. So I just thought I'll try that today. Let me see what I have veggies. So I have half a tomato. So we're going to have that. We're going to have some cucumber. I thought I still had some avocado, but no, I don't. I just have the mango left, 1 more tomato and 2 giant cucumbers. So I'm just going to have to make do without. I'm really enjoying this challenge, you guys. I think what I'm finding is it's actually helping me not to be lazy and really think about the ingredients that I want to put in my meals. And because this is mainly me trying to have more protein than I normally do, I'm having to really think not only just about just what I want to eat, but about how much protein is in the actual ingredients that I choose. So I have discovered a new fave and an easier way just to make things really easy for me. So I think tuna and mackerel are gonna start to feature a lot more in my meals now, because it's so much easier to get the protein in that way. I just need to figure out how I can incorporate more than 2 meals per day. So I would have to substitute the snacking, or even still do the snacking, but like have find protein sources for that. When I had so I ended up having that second serving at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Not the times that I would normally want to be eating, but I'm glad that I didn't feel heavy afterwards, which is great. But I just need to try and figure out, I mean, the whole idea of this experiment as well is to see how all of this is going to impact my energy levels in terms of like working out the next day, but also I want to see if my body changes in some way. Weight, for example, obviously you want to keep that in check. Let me just taste it first. Just the right balance. The mackerel actually is not as flavorful, it's not as strong as I thought it was going to be, because I normally buy this smoked one that I just warm up in the fridge, in the oven, and have with sadza instead. But this one, because it was soaking in water, so it was really plain. But yeah, really nice balance. I like it. For my drink of choice, I've decided to just stick with my protein shake, because I already used squash to dilute it, and I'm trying to cut down on added sugar in my diet. So I'm thinking if I can skip my cup of tea today, that would be 3 tablespoons of sugar. So that's quite a lot. So every little helps, as the saying goes. So I mean, it might seem like a very small thing today, but actually, if I manage to stick with this by the end of the week, it's actually a big win. While I'm feeling motivated like this, I might as well do the most. Again, this is quite a lot. I don't know how to just do smaller portions. And the rest I'm just going to put in here. I think what I'm going to try and do today is have the wrap and then have a break and then try and have the rest of the filling. If not, then I can always save it and have it later on. For now, if I do end up having anything more than this later on, I'll just bring you on camera and just show you what I'm having. Hopefully a protein choice, but if not, I don't think we've done too bad here. Hey guys, and welcome to day 4. So today I am having my freezer foods. You guys, I'm gonna keep banging on about these freezer foods until you're all converted. If you're not doing this, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Honestly, this is such a lifesaver. It takes all the effort out of meal prepping, out of trying to figure out what to eat. You're gonna get tired of hearing me say this. So here I've got chicken wings, I've got spring greens in peanut butter, I've got some gizzards, and I've got sadza. So, I mean, all I just do is just take it out of the freezer, leave it overnight to defrost, and then all I just do is plate it and warm it up. For anybody that might be wondering whether this actually tastes good or tastes fresh, this is as fresh as the day that you made it. Honestly, I'm not even just trying to make it up just to convince you guys. It really is that good. You should try it. I mean, you can always try a small portion first and see if that works for you. But for me, I mean, since I discovered this, I'm not going back. So anyway, I'm just going to plate that up. So I do have 2 sources of protein. I mean, it's both chicken, but different parts of the chicken, just to kind of help me to eat a little bit more. And here is what I have done today, which I think is genius. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, but hey, that's the point of the challenge, right? So I am learning as I'm going, and I think I'm gonna incorporate this trick going forwards. So in here, I got some chicken dippers. So I put them in to cook while I was getting on with other things. So I now have these ready. So I have a perfect protein source to take with me for snacking later. And I actually do enjoy this because I can have this cold as well, which is fantastic. So I'm going to portion some out for snacking on later on, well, for the rest of the day anyway. But great protein source. But yeah, I'm just going to warm up my food and I'm going to show you what that looks like. there we have it, guys. So this is going to be my lunch. Chicken wings, gizzards, green veggies with peanut butter and some salsa. This is absolutely delicious. It's going to take me a while to go through it because that is quite a lot, but I'm really trying with the protein. So for my snack, like I said, I'm going to have, so I have put in 8 chicken dippers in there. If I don't finish them, I can always have some in the morning before my workout. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Day 4 done. All right, I'm gonna grab something to eat. Let's see what I fancy. So I have porridge and some meats. Hey guys, I hope you can hear me with the microwave on. But I'm just gonna have some leftover from yesterday. So I'm gonna finish up the chicken. So let me show you what I have. So I have the chicken and the gizzards. So I'm gonna warm that up and I'm gonna have that with some porridge. Right, you guys, so here is lunch for today. So I have my gizzards and chicken wings in there, and then I have my milky finger millet porridge, and I'm gonna have a little bit of the sweet chili sauce, just a tiny bit, to put on my chicken. So I am deciding not to have my huge mug of tea again. So this makes it day 3, guys, of not having all that sugar in me. This makes it day 3, so I'm really chuffed with that. And once again, I am going to take some chicken dippers for snacking on later on, and I'm going to take 8 again today. So hold on a second, I'll just grab those. So there you have it. So some chicken dippers for snacking on, and diluted apple squash. So that's pretty much it, you guys. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to a new day. So this one is starting off not as planned. So I really should be having a high protein meal now, especially because I had a really heavy upper body workout session this morning. But there's been some changes in my schedule. I think my fault really, just not being prepared enough. So now I need to have a quick nap before I get ready for dinner later on, which is a saving grace, because I can then eat later on. But for now, I was hoping to be able to have something to eat, but like what I was planning to eat now, it's too heavy a meal for me to have now and then have dinner again later on. So what I'm thinking of doing is, I had forgotten that I just looked in my fresh produce box, and I had forgotten that I still had a mango left. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna have that, and I'm gonna have some porridge as well. Just some quick carbs to give me the energy, just to tie me up until later on this evening, and then try to be really good with my dinner choice. I think that's the only option that I have now. Otherwise, I risk just skipping eating right now altogether and then just getting some sleep. But I don't want to do that. So yeah, let me warm up my porridge. Right, you guys, so quick and easy finger millet porridge, milky porridge, and a mango. I again am not gonna have a cup of tea. So I had 2 scoops of my protein shake this morning. So that's a little bit of protein, not how I would want obviously to be consuming my protein, but in situations like this, I think that will do. So I'll see you later on at dinner. So me and Mum went to dinner, and this is what she chose for her starter, the mint soup, and I had chicken strips, and I had a wellness bowl for my main. I loved the sweet potato in there, and then Mum chose fish. That was delicious. And then the conversation, as always, when I get together with Mum, it's like everything comes out. Like, we had so much fun. I'm really tucking into the, I'm not actually sure some of the ingredients that they had in there, but there was a little bit of sweetness in there as well, but I don't actually know what veggies that was. But that was really, really nice and very, very delicious. You can see how much I have tucked in. Not a lot of protein, I have to say. I did ask for a few chicken breast strips though, but it wasn't enough. Hi guys, so welcome to the last day of this week's challenge. So yesterday went a little bit pear-shaped. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, I was hoping for things to go down really well, but obviously things can't be perfect, and we move. So this is today's meal. So I have some greens with peanut butter, and I have oxtail, which is quite a bit of protein, and I have my finger millet sadza, and I'm gonna wash that down with a cup of water. So I'm really trying to make an effort to reduce my sugar intake as well. So that goes for my squashes as well, because I'm noticing that when I'm not having that tea, I am compensating with having a little bit more squash. So I'm hoping to be working on that, so building on my water intake. But yeah, this is what we are looking like, and I am gonna obviously go through the whole week's footage and kind of see, have a little bit more of a think about, things that I need to incorporate weekly or on the regular, and kind of have a bit more of a plan in terms of my meals. So there are things that I have enjoyed, there are things that I would want to stay and make regular, but obviously I'm gonna have to kind of work around making sure that I'm still using the things that I already have. I mean, that's the whole point. And then adding the things that are necessary so fruit and veggies, obviously I'm gonna have to be buying those weekly. But the chicken dippers, they are an easy option that I didn't realize I needed. It really helps because they're easy. I can have them nice and cold, which is how I usually eat them anyway. And I can have them anyway, so I can take them and snack at work, or I can have them in the car on my way wherever, or whatever time of the day. So they are one that is maybe going to be a regular. And then everything else, I'm going to work around that. So I am hoping you guys have enjoyed my attempt at increasing my protein intake. Please share down below any tips, any suggestions, how I could improve, how I could tweak things. And also, if there is anything that you have enjoyed, please let me know what you're going to try and incorporate into your diet as well. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.